Have you ever tried to imagine a world completely different from the one we live in today? Not a futuristic world with flying cars or robot butlers, but one where the very foundations of our society are reimagined. A world without borders or kings or presidents. A world where the lines we draw on maps and the hierarchies we build in our minds simply don't exist. It sounds like something straight out of a science fiction novel, right? But what would it actually look like? Let's start with borders. Today, our world is carved up into nearly 200 countries, each with its own set of rules, its own government, and its own invisible lines separating it from its neighbors. These borders dictate where we can live, where we can work, and where we can travel. But in a world without them, humanity would be one single global community. The freedom of movement would be absolute. You could wake up in Paris, have lunch in Tokyo, and watch the sunset from a beach in Brazil, all without ever needing a passport or a visa. This would fundamentally change our concept of culture. Instead of cultures being contained within national boundaries, they would flow freely, mixing and mingling in ways we can barely imagine. New traditions, new cuisines, new languages, and new art forms would emerge from this global melting pot. You might find a restaurant serving Peruvian-Korean fusion cuisine in the middle of what was once Kenya, or hear a new genre of music blending Scottish folk with Caribbean rhythms. Our identities would become more complex and layered, less about where we re from, and more about who we are as individuals within a global human family. Now, let's talk about a world without kings, or any form of centralized, top-down rule. No presidents, no prime ministers, no monarchs. It sounds like chaos, doesn't it? But proponents of this idea envision a system of decentralized, community-based governance. Imagine small, self-governing communities, maybe the size of a town or a city district. Decisions wouldn't be made by a handful of powerful people in a distant capital. They'd be made by the people they directly affect, through consensus and direct democracy. In this model, resources wouldn't be controlled by nations or corporations. They would be managed collectively, as part of the common heritage of all humanity. Things like clean water, energy, and education would be seen as universal rights, not commodities to be bought and sold. The driving force of society wouldn't be profit or national interest, but the well-being of the community and the health of the planet. We'd shift from a competitive mindset to a collaborative one, working together to solve global challenges like climate change and disease. Of course, this is a utopian vision, and the path to such a world would be filled with incredible challenges. How would we resolve conflicts between communities? How would we coordinate large-scale projects? How would we ensure that the rights of individuals are protected in a collective society? These are not easy questions, and there are no simple answers. It would require a profound shift in human consciousness, a move away from tribalism and towards a genuine sense of global citizenship. But dreaming is the first step towards change. By imagining a world without borders or kings, we're not just escaping into a fantasy. We're questioning the way things are and exploring the possibility that a better, more just, and more unified world is possible. What do you think? Could humanity ever achieve such a world? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this journey of imagination, don't forget to like and subscribe for more.